Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to episode 225 of the weekly recap. As you can see, Rick is not with us today. He's on vacation. Hopefully, he's enjoying his cruise in Alaska. But I do have two special guests in here, Michael, who is a legend in our Veeam 100 program, and Fabian, our detective Milder, ex-legend, always a legend though.
Thank
He's
you.
from product management team. I don't think they need a lot of introduction because they are very present in the community hub, in the forums, but I'm going to still ask you to just say a few words about yourself. Let's start with Michael.
Yeah, thanks for having me in the first place. It's an honor to be here and somehow try to replace Rick this time. I'm in the program for I think almost 3 years now, and I've been working with Veeam since 2007 already. So I began quite early. Veeam was a small company by that time, and I really love and embrace all the products, especially Veeam Backup and Replication, and that's the main reason. I have another head sometimes, which is Veeam user group leader here in Germany. So I'm involved in all the things around Veeam. I love it.
Totally. Thank you, Michael. And Fabian?
Thank you for having me as well. It's an honor to be here. My name is Fabian Kessler. You may have saw me as Mildo in the community hub or in the forum. I'm always active there if you have any questions about our products. Most of the time, me or one of my colleagues of my team are answering these questions. And yeah, it's my second time now in the community recap, and I'm looking forward to this one as well.
Yeah, that's true, Fabian. We were with Hannes and Rick in Prague, and that was your first time. But I think, Michael, this is your first time.
It's my first time. I'm excited. Yeah,
Yeah,
nervously
absolutely.
excited.
I tried to invite you in a few occasions, but it
Yeah,
didn't really work
it
out. So
didn't
I'm
work before.
happy
Yeah,
to have you finally.
thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, this week we had a very busy week in the community, a lot of good stuff, a lot of good articles and content. And I'm actually looking forward to go over all these articles that we picked with you. So, what do you say? Are we ready to jump in?
Of
Absolutely.
course, always.
Perfect. I'm going then to share the screen and going over the first one. This is actually coming from Ben from New Zealand. He used to be a Vanguard. He used to be in the Veeam 100 program with you guys. And the VUG New Zealand leader, but now guess what? He's in my team in product strategy. But thank you, Ben, for still being active in the community and sharing with us some good stuff. So in here, he's talking about anomaly detection using Entra ID Logs from Veeam Backups. And he also did like a video, but he's also giving us some information in writing. And then what he's saying here is that, Veeam taps into Enter ID, sign in, and audit logs every day that you back up. And, he uses this uses them as a hidden security layer. Basically, your backup system is a quiet detective that learns what normal login behavior looks like and alerting you when someone acts out of character. When something looks off, like a weird login time, I think he says somewhere like a weird hours, new device, different country, something that it's out of from the normal pattern. um, this is helping us to identify the issue. So I wanted to actually ask you, what do you think about it? What did you think about this article, and what do you think about this topic in general? So I'm going to start with Michael this time.
Yeah, it's very impressive article. when I read it in the first place, I thought it's almost a product already. Because what it does is it uses data that is already there, that's produced by the backup each and every day, and leverages the data to determine whether you have something bad going on in your environment. And that's almost like for instance, Sure Backup Lite functionality, which uses Threat Hunter to find anomalies in your backup data. And here it's using Entra ID Backup and the data that's in there to determine from the backup whether something is going on with anomalies in logins. Like for instance, a user logging in from China that normally only logs in from Europe, and this could be something you have to look into. And I thought I'll try that right away. Where's the code? But later on, further down here, someone asked for the code, and Ben said that there's no code released. It's still TBC. So I think this is going to turn into a product one day because it's worthwhile.
Absolutely. And maybe Fabian can tell us more about it. Let's see.
I cannot talk about future products, of course, but what I can tell you about this article, check out Ben's blog post in his own on his own blog, because there he will go much deeper into this topic.
But still no code there.
Still no code there. But from my understanding, what he's doing, he's just using MongoDB, the database application. He puts all the logs which Veeam has protected from his Entra ID tenant, he puts them into this application, and he uses native functionality from these from the MongoDB application to detect, to analyze, go into this log and see, as Michael has told, anomalies for each user or login, sign in, and I like how simple that is. You don't need much to do something like that. You can leverage things Veeam has backupped, workloads Veeam has backupped with third-party tools, and use them with your security tools, or as Ben is telling here, with MongoDB.
And you don't even have to talk to your productive environment, which could
completely separated, because you only need to take
by the attacker, for instance. So you can leverage the data in a hidden manner in the backup backend.
And one of the benefits of the backup of these logs is also they can be backupped to immutable storage, so an attacker cannot change them, and you still can use them to do the investigation. And with this blog post, Ben proves that you can even do that in an automated way.
Awesome. Great comments in there. So to takeaways from here, one, just go and check Ben's blog, because he's going more into detail in there. Watch this video as well, because there is more detail than what is written in there.
Just search for Ben Young blog, because he's not put a link in there, I think, but it's easy to find him.
I think it's not that difficult to find, his page. So I might just add it in the comments as well. So so you get it easier. And the second thing, just keep an eye on it, because who knows, it might just turn out to be a feature in the next release or the release after. So good stuff overall. Thank you, Ben, and looking forward to have more of you. I know you are a very busy guy since you started working with product strategy, but it's great to have your brain from time to time at the community hub as well. So I'm gonna move forward with our next article, who's coming from Jochen. He used to be a legend. He used to be a Vanguard. Hopefully we're gonna have Jochen back in the legend program. I'm crossing my fingers for that. He seems to get active again in the community hub, and now he's sharing with us another great article, Scaling Backup Infrastructure, Preparing for Growth and Change. So what Johan is trying to say in this one is that, scaling modern backup infrastructure isn't just nice to have anymore. Nowadays, it's really a must, and companies need to think bigger with scale out design, support for hybrid and cloud storage, container friendly backups, built in automation, immutability, orchestration. And it's not just about having backups just in case anymore. And I'm sure everyone that is a user here at the community hub or the R&D forums agree with that thought. It's about making your backup strategy a key part of keeping the business resilient and ready for anything, because anything can happen really. So now I want to pick up on your brains. So this time I'm going to start with Fabian. What do you think, Fabian?
First, let me say what I like about Jochen's blog series. This is now the 20th, I believe the 20th blog post he has done in the last few months. And he's putting a really great collection of knowledge with his different blog posts over the last few months. And I recommend everyone to check them out if you have time in the community hub, because it has a lot of valuable information in there, which you can use for your own environment, and maybe to design something in the future, or to just verify that your environment is done right. About this blog post specifically, Jochen is doing a short explanation between scale out and scale up, what that means. Scale up means that you always use the same system and just put more disks, more CPUs inside. And scale out means that you, instead of adding more resources to a single machine, you buy new servers. You use a scale out repository maybe from Veeam. You are deploying more proxy servers instead of having the same proxy server and just putting more resources in. And he's explaining in a great way why scale up is not always the right choice for your infrastructure. And he also goes more in details and explains that you should always monitor your environment, and so that you are prepared for the time you have to do something, you have to grow. And we see a lot of customers having their backup repository designed for a specific amount of terabyte, and then they come to us and ask us, how can I delete single restore points because I don't have enough storage anymore to write new backups and so on. And with the suggestions, recommendations from Jochen here, that should not happen if you monitor your environment and be prepared to grow your backup environment.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Fabian. Michael, any thoughts?
Yeah, when I first read it, I thought it's gonna be the start of a book. Yeah, it's very comprehensive, and Chris mentioned that underneath. But I thought of that even before, because it's very comprehensive. A lot of information inside. People should read that before going into the planning phase for an environment, because a lot of faults and errors could be circumvented when you take that into consideration. What he says there. Like scale up, scale out, yeah, it's always a discussion. I used to say, if you don't know what to do, just scale around, yeah, which would be something intermediate. But scale out usually is the better way to go, and he mentions that as well. And he dives into containers as well, and a lot of different things in the backup ecosystem. So it's a very valuable article. You should continue in putting more information like that out, and people can glue that all together and read it and do better designs afterwards.
I totally agree. And to your point, your Fabian's point and your point, Michael, I mean, he could easily create a book out of this series, because if you just go, I don't know how many of these, probably not many of these, but if you're gonna go, because I think all of those articles are going to be published in the community hub, and I don't know how many is he planning to write? I honestly do think that he could write a book, and I agree. Everything that he's putting there out there is super valuable and good information to prepare you when you build on your infrastructure. When he's talking a lot about ransomware. He's talking giving best tips and tricks, best practices. So I absolutely recommend. You can find all his articles if you just put data backup basics, because that's the name of the series. I'm sure you can just find all of those. So thank you, Jochen, once again, and really looking forward to the next, the 21. I'm gonna then move forward. This is a different topic. This comes from Mohammed, our Veeam user group India leader. He has been only for a year a leader, but he's very active in the community hub. So thank you, Mohammed. And this time he's putting together an article on how to create Veeam support cases via VSPC Portal. That's pretty interesting in here. He's telling us that with the Veeam Service Provider Console, the entire process is now streamlined, and you can open tickets directly from the VSPC portal. Whether for your own infrastructure or tenant or a reseller, and automatically attach the relevant log. So that's pretty cool in here. And then he's also showing us how to create a support case in VSPC, and he's taking us through all the steps. It's pretty straightforward article, if you ask me. But what are your thoughts? Have you used this feature, this portal?
Actually, I have to admit, we are using the VSPC portal in my company, and we are leveraging it to see all the customer environments that are of some importance for us. But I didn't even know that this functionality is there, or maybe I just overlooked it. So this brought back to my attention that this is possible, and we will definitely try that. I just informed a colleague when I read it that we have to try that in-house. It's a great functionality, because whenever you have filed a support call for a customer already, it means you have to hook onto the customer environment. You have to log in using maybe his account, because you might not be the support admin already, or he has to make you a support admin if it's the first time. If you have set it all up beforehand, like Mohammed tells us here, it's just a click of a mouse to file a support case for a customer, if anything.
If I remember correctly, Michael, you still have to be case admin even with this new functionality, because you need to be case admin of his support ID to be able to open cases for him.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. You have to be case admin, otherwise you cannot file cases. That's for sure. But still, you don't have to hook to the environment. You don't have to collect the logs, transfer them to your environment, because this is all done in the backend then.
I was a service provider as well before joining Veeam 3.5 years ago, and I can completely agree with what Michael has told. If you had to open a support case, you always had to connect to the customer's environment. You had to get exporting the logs. You had to get somehow upload the logs either to your machine or to Veeam directly. And it was a lot of additional steps. And now with this functionality we have introduced in version 8 or 8.1, I don't remember anymore exactly. It's really easy, especially if you are a service provider with the rental license. When your customers are running with the rental license and you manage their complete backup environment, it's really easy to go to the service provider console. You can select the object you want to create the support case for the customer. And our product, the service provider console, will create this log package, will upload it automatically, and will attach it to a new case. And you can also see all the open cases you have opened from the service provider console for this customer.
Yeah, it's great stuff. And that's what I like about those blog posts every once in a while, that they bring up pieces of information that you might have neglected already and you don't know it's there, and it's brought up again and it's shown how valuable it can be. So if you always stay tuned to the community hub, you never miss these little pieces of valuable information.
Absolutely. And it seems like you were not the only one, Michael, that didn't know about it. I can see Tommy says, I'll have to give it a try. And then I can see Dave as well here says, in all my years using, I've never actually noticed that function. And then Lucas says, and then Marcus as well. So absolutely. Thank you, Mohammed, for sharing with us. Please keep on putting here good stuff. We all appreciate it. So
It's a
yeah.
great blog post.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's just like, you just think sometimes people just think like, oh, I have nothing to write about it, but you can always find something to write about it. And this is something like if you know it, you might just think everyone knows it. Everyone knows about this feature. And guess what? It's already like you, Michael, and then another 2, 3 people that commented that they didn't know about it. So please, guys, just put it out there. It's going to be useful for someone. Be sure of that.
There's always some hidden features in our products. Features which are documented, but if you don't use it, then you don't know about it. And people are happy to see them in the blog post.
Absolutely. So everything you post in there, be sure is going to help at least one person. So keep on doing it. Good stuff, guys. Very thankful for it. Thank you, Mohammed. So we kind of finish now with the content from the community hub for talking about articles, but we have one section, Vanguard blog spotlight. And it seems like Ben Harmer from New Zealand that I found out. Thank you, Michael, that he's actually British. Uh, I didn't know that, but you always find out things. So it looks like he's a regular now in our recaps. Another good one, I couldn't stop myself. I saw a bunch that are good out there, but I know that Rick shared last week or 2 weeks ago V13 Beta 2, and I saw Ben put together already one article on these topics. And I must say, when I saw the title, Less Bugs, More Features, I was like, I have to have this in the recap. So, and I was like, I'm going to have 2 experts in here. I know, Michael, you wrote about Beta 1 the first time. Yeah. And then Fabian is an expert on this. So I was like, we have to have it. We have to comment on that. So, yeah, who wants to start? Any of you? I'm sure you are excited.
I can tell from our side, of course, Veeam, we are really thankful about this blog post from our community to see that they are enjoying version 13 and all these new features we will bring later this year. And we're also really thankful about our customers, partners, Veeam 100 community members who are testing our betas and reporting feedback, bugs which are cured during testing when they have tested. And we are really thankful for our community here.
Yeah, and the community is thankful that we can have those betas, because this enables us to learn about the product in an early stage. Yeah, because we have a large customer base, for instance, and they want to implement V13 as early as possible then. And if you already know about the product, it's much easier to recommend things to people, maybe to wait a certain amount of time because some functionality might not be there in the beginning, or some caveats to take into consideration. Yeah. And I also very much like this blog post, as you said, Madi, already. He's somehow following up my Beta 1 blog post, and I'm in preparation of a Beta 2 blog post as well, and I will kind of follow up here because I'm obviously not going to repeat what he touches here. But there's a lot more to tell about Beta 2. I can tell you. I've got running it since a few days now. There's a new way he gets into that here, a new way of deploying it using an OVA, even easier than installing it. You can just deploy the template, and this enables us to have it running in a few minutes, already.
Yeah, totally. No, I'm sure there is so much more to say, to write about it, to comment on it. We had so many from beta 1, and it was kind of different perspective. So I'm pretty sure even in beta 2, there's still a lot to, if you just look at it, the product from a different perspective, you can still put together so much. But one thing that I agree with Ben, the anticipation is beginning to grow as we get closer to the final build. I think everyone is kind of excited, and they kind of want the release, because not everyone has access to SVeeam 100, right? And the VUG leaders to the betas to play with the product and kind of see what's out there. But yeah, outstanding blog, another outstanding blog, Ben. You're gonna just keep on getting this be named in this category in the Vanguard blog spotlight. So all I can say, just write the good stuff, and you're gonna have a place, a name mentioned in the recap. So that was about it with the articles, but we do have some special department news. As you can see, I still have a bunch of tabs open in here. So we're gonna go through it. Veeam Backup for Microsoft Azure V8. I know the release was together with the Veeam Backup for AWS version 9. They were released in March. As you can see, the published date in here. That's fine. What I wanted to mention is that now they are available as well in the product updates category. So make sure to check this one out, because you can find a lot of good information and links on different releases, on different products. So it can really be useful. You have it covered here. Also, like security integration, Kubernetes, data cloud, VRO, and so on and
VRO
so
now
forth.
without SCVMM requirement in the newest release. That's very important. Was a feature request we had.
Yes, indeed. So you have all the information in here. You have links for each of these that are going to take you to different pages, to the help center. So I think this is a very good resource for everyone that wants to learn about the products and what's new with the products. So fantastic stuff. Thank you, Kirsten, for sharing with us. But I do know, Fabian, that there is one product update that was last week, if I am correct.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about scale computing. You might want to take us through a little bit.
Yeah, last week we announced early availability stage for a new hypervisor. So if you are using scale computing hypervisor in your environment, with the latest Veeam release, you can also now, we also have now native protection of your VMs. And we have a link in our R&D forum. I believe Madalena will add it to the Community Hub post. If you are interested, check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to know more probably in the next few weeks, more about it as well.
Yeah. Lots of new hypervisor integrations showing up, which is a good thing. With all the things going on with Broadcom right now, people want to have alternatives, and Veeam delivers them, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. So good news for the ones that want to, to have more flexibility and more options out there. Okay, I'm not going to go here I know it says blog of the month, but for this one, I'm logged in, so you're gonna see all the votes. So I don't want to influence you. So I have here one page that is open, and I'm not logged in. I'm incognito. So, blog of the month, July 2025. We have a poll there. Just wanted to say best of luck to all the ones that made it to this final blog of the month, July. Link, Jochen, Andanet, Jeff, Esteban, and Mateus. They all put together some great article. We have 6 in here. Please go and vote for which one you think is the best. You have time until August 4th, which is going to be Monday. And just wanted to ask you, Michael, Fabian, have you voted yet for your favorite?
Of course,
Of
I
course.
have voted already, but I'm not gonna tell for what article
neither.
I voted. Yeah, but it always depends. It's a very large variety there. It's totally different products, different approaches, different things. So it sometimes also depends on your interests, what brings the most value to you. But in my case, it was clear, so I made my decision.
Totally. Yeah, it is a subjective, after all, vote. So, yeah,
But it's
just go
always
and
great
put your votes.
articles you choose for the.
It's difficult to choose the right one sometimes because
Yeah.
all of them are great.
I agree. Our community is putting a lot of effort in, in writing some good content and being helpful to the rest of the community. So thank you for that, and best of luck, all of you. Okay. And last but not least, we have a Veeam 100 show coming next week. That's going to be Thursday, August 7th. It shows 5 p.m. That's my time, EST, but that's going to be at 10 a.m. New York time or 4 p.m. Set time in Germany. So this is going to be a special edition. As you can see on this banner, we have some great names in there: Lucas, Chalit, Jonah, Ian. Um, Lucas, Chalit, and Ian, together with Marcus, that is not in this Veeam 100 show, participated last year in the Hackathon 2024, and they were the winning team with the Veeam Service Provider Console in Your Pocket project. So, as I said, this is a special edition dedicated to the Hackathon 2024, and we are really looking forward, Jonah and myself, to talk to the winning team about this awesome project they put together. And just make sure you are joining us. You can still register in here so you get the notification. I'm sure it's going to be great. All these people are super technical and experts in their area. So I think it's going to be a super cool show. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I'm trying to join the call because I like the product they have built already last year in the hackathon, and I'm looking forward to see if they maybe have continued with it or enhanced it somehow.
Yeah, brilliant people. I'm gonna be there, definitely.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm curious as well if they did any improvements, if they're gonna follow through, if they are gonna talk to our product management. Are they gonna make it a product? I have no idea, but I think we're going to find out more on Thursday. So go ahead and register for it. Looking forward. This is live. This is live, just in case you thought it's a recording. This is live, so you can ask your questions as well. You can just be on LinkedIn, be on Twitter, X, Twitter. It's going to be as well streamlined on Facebook. And yeah, you can join from your social media, your favorite social media. So, very cool stuff all together. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and go back to our faces. it's difficult with one screen, you know. Rick also has trouble. I don't know if you watch some of the recaps when he only has one screen. It's a struggle to do that. But this is a friendly show, as Rick likes to say it. So a little bit of juggling with the screens, it's not a big issue. But yeah, thank you very much for being part of this show. Thank you for your insights, for your comments. I think it's been great. And just wanted to ask you, do you have any final thoughts that you want to share with the community?
I actually have a final piece of information I'd like to share with the community. And as I said, besides being a legend, sounds a little bit funny if you say I'm a legend, being a Veeam legend, of course. I'm a Veeam certified trainer as well. And on top of that, I'm also one of 3 Veeam user group leaders here in Germany. And we are going to have an in-person meetup on the 25th of September this year in Hockenheim. And it's going to go live in the community hub next week, I hope, so that you can register there. Right now, it's not there. It's been prepared. The Veeam team is working on it to bring it live, and make sure to register early because we only have 45 slots there, and it's going to be something very unique there. It's at the Hockenheim Ring. It's the Grand Prix track here in Hockenheim. It's between Mannheim and Heidelberg in southern part of Germany, and there used to be the Formula One races, and it's going to be right in the middle there in a building in the middle of the racetrack, and there's going to be some fun planned already for you guys.
Yeah,
So
that's great news, Michael. And it's too bad that Fabian and myself, we are not gonna make it to this
Yeah,
one.
true. Yeah.
unfortunately not. I would
Yeah.
love to be a guest there, but unfortunately it didn't work out
Yeah,
this time.
Data Core is going to be our sponsor. Thank you for that. And as I said, 45 slots and a lot of information there. Maximilian Meyer from Veeam is going to join us and bring a lot of information about V13. Maybe it's released until then, maybe not, but we will have a lot of additional information from now. It's going to be 2 months from now almost. So I look forward to it very much already.
Yeah, I look forward for the feedback and for the pictures, but no worries. Once we have it available and closer to the date, we also gonna share it in the recap as we always do with all the Veeam user group events. So you're gonna still have the chance to book. But I think 45 seats, as far as I know, you always get to like 50.
Almost 50, yeah. But
attendees.
here it was limited. The room is not large enough. It's right, as I said, right in the middle of the racetrack in a tower. And so this is a limited room. And just save the date, 25th of September, and the whole day. We start at 9:30, and southern Germany, southwestern Germany.
Yeah, just keep an eye on the events category. You're going to find it there probably in the next week, as Michael said. So make sure to register because once we reach 45, we're going to close it. So good stuff. Fabian, any final thoughts on your side?
Just one. I enjoyed reading all the blog posts you shared with us, and also the other ones we haven't mentioned today. Community is active. That's nice. One final thought. Be active in the community. Come to the R&D forum if you have any feedbacks about our products. We have an open ear for your feedback.
Absolutely. And thank you both for taking the time to be present in this show. It's been great. And thank you everyone for watching us, and wish you a happy weekend. And we'll see you next in 226.